All right, I give a statement. Yeah, so yeah, we went down there to Southern, played a really good ball game. I thought it was a good test, especially playing on the road in the SWAC conference. It was a great atmosphere. The guys played hard. Had a couple mistakes as always. The penalties was way too much, but at the same time, we was able to capitalize on some penalties. I think that was the difference in the game. Had a lot of young guys. Patrick Smith stepped up and made a play. So that was really big. And so now we come home for the home opener against Miles College. So we're excited about that to get everybody here to see the team in person. So it should be a big day for us, but we still have to go out there and execute and win the football game.
Your defense only giving up 7 points in the SWAC opener. Tell me about their performance.
Yeah, I mean, it felt more like the type of game we're used to, especially coming off the game at UAB where we gave up so many points. Still can get better, and I think that's the good thing. We have a lot of guys, a lot of young guys who are out there playing. Some guys are getting their first start and stuff like that. But it's just good watching those guys like Patrick Smith, for example, went out there, lost containment. We kind of pulled him on the side, gave him a 15-yard play, fussed at him. But then to see him go out there and get a sack and a forced fumble and recover the fumble. So you can see guys maturing right in front of your face, and that's what coaching is all about.
What do you think was kind of the spark there to come back from being down 7-6 and your offense just scoring? What do you think happened there? What was the spark?
Yeah, I think everything just had to settle down. The running backs, Carl Lagan did a great job. Marcus Harris with the big run. And in the offensive line, we kept throwing to the edge, trying to wear those guys down. So I think at some point, you just got to get to a team's breaking point. And that's what we talk about. We want to be able to outlast the other team, be mentally tough, don't make mistakes, and force them to make any mistakes.
Zaquan Patterson had an interception in his debut with you guys. What did you see from him in his first game?
Yeah, I mean, he plays just a little bit against UAB, still trying to learn everything. But I think he's a talented kid. I mean, you can tell he loves football. Comes from Chaminade Madonna High School. We have about 7 guys on our team from that high school, but they have a state championship pedigree, so that's not by accident. I mean, those guys have played in big games. They know how to win big games. But talent level, he has all of that. I mean, he's committed to working hard, doing all those small things right, winning on and off the football field. So I'm expecting a lot of big things from him as we go on and on.
There's an open DE rotation I saw. Is that going to be something you guys use for the rest of the season?
Yeah, until that guy steps up. Trey Phillips is kind of that guy, him and Greg Mangle. Both of those guys. Talked to Trey this morning just about being a leader. I mean, he was here when Koenig Isaac was here. He saw James Burgess. He saw Mikey Victor. So he knows what it looks like. And so now is his time. So love his leadership. Love the things that he's doing. He's playing at a really high level. I mean, he's not the tallest guy, but has always had a really good skill set. So now his whole time here, he kept saying, Coach, I'm a corner. I'm not a nickel. So now he's a corner. So he's playing at a high level. But we'll still rotate probably more guys than we usually do. But if one kid steps up to be the guy, then at that point he'll be the guy.
Made your body under some duress. He had 2 sacks this weekend. Was there some miscues, miscommunication with the offensive line?
No, I think it was just Southern did a great job. I mean, they had a defensive player of the year, and Kelby, he was as advertised, and he played at a very high level. He's a true game wrecker, had a couple of tackles for loss. And I think they did a good job of bringing pressure, actually blitzing and keeping body in the pocket. So I thought their game plan was pretty good. And I think one thing we have to learn, and Andrew will have to learn, is that every week a team is going to have a different game plan to stop him. So I told him, if I'm playing Alabama State, I'm going to say, okay, how do we stop the quarterback? Then I'm going to go from there. And so the good thing is we do have guys who can run the football, hose claw. We have guys who can make plays. So he just has to spread the ball around, not put everything on himself.
Guys that made plays, special teams for sure. What did you think about that group?
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Jarrett with the big block, we work it, we talk about it, we try to execute it at a high level. So the fact that we was able to block that kick, and when it happened, it was a crucial time in the ball game. So we want to have and lead the country in block kicks. We were there last year, so we know what good special teams looks like. Ronnie Scott's been doing a great job with those guys. So we just got to keep working at it every week.
You guys have been were really efficient over the weekend in the red zone 5 of 6. What's been working for you guys?
I think to me, you have to run the football in the red zone. I think you have to run it, and the team has to know that you can run it. Because if they're not trying to stop the run in the red zone, then the field is so condensed from a passing standpoint, you'll be at a disadvantage. So they have to know that we can run the football. We had a penalty in the red zone. We had a run that was called back. I thought that was a close one. And we was able to score on some passes. But I think the biggest thing for me, I want us to score in the red zone, but more importantly, you have to run the football in the red zone.
17 points off 4 turnovers. In that second half, we saw a lot of complimentary football play. What were some adjustments that you tweaked at halftime to get that slow start from the offense to where they were, getting points and helping out the defense there?
Yeah, we had tempo. I think for us it was just kind of staying on schedule. If we can go penalty free on offense, I think we have a really good chance. If we only have to get 10 yards, we got a good chance. If we have to get 20 or 15, then it's a little harder. Just simple math. But I think for the biggest part of that, they executed better. And I think Body hit some of the throws that he was missing early on in the game, and then Marcus Harris took advantage of a mistake that they made and was able to get it in the end zone.
There seems to be some buzz around the program here early in the season. You guys open up at home this weekend. What have you been hearing from the fan base, and how excited is your team?
Yeah, the team's excited, and that's my message to the team is when people text me, "Hey guys, you look great. Hey man, we got to keep working." So I think it all ends with we got to keep working. So as many times as you can say that to yourself and say that to your teammates, at the end of the day, you got to keep working. I mean, the buzz is only as good as you keep working and producing wins and stuff like that. So early on, I think we're in a good spot. Guys are staying healthy. We're playing hard. We're coming together. But it's a lot of football ahead, and it's a lot of hard work ahead.
It's kind of nice to be at home now, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
After 2 road games.
Yeah.
What's different about this Miles team this year?
Well, I think new coach, obviously. And so I think some of the players are still the same. But I think offensive line-wise, they're young. A lot of freshmen and redshirt freshmen. So I think that's what we have to try to take advantage of. But sometimes we have a bunch of young guys, they don't know they're freshmen. They just come out there and play hard. So they've been playing hard on film. So for us, we have to come out there and execute in order to play the type of football we want to.
I saw a post on X about the differences between fourth quarter on Southern sideline and your guys' sideline. You guys were up, jumping around, throwing the hands around. And I noticed at practice last week, there was a fourth quarter and you had the guys up and jumping around. And you talk about winning the day, winning each day. What is the vibe around the team right now?
Yeah, I think it's just staying focused on the small things. And so for us, the strength is in the routine. Dr. Cable says it, I say it, the athletic department says it. So we have to just stay within the routine. If the routine's working, it's just human nature to say, hey, I can ease off, I'm doing well. Well, the reason you're doing well is because of the routine. So do more of the routine. So watch more film, lift more weights, stretch more, get here earlier in the morning. So those type of things. So I think as long as we can stay within the routine and understand that the routine is working, so stick with it. So
was that Carl Ligon that I saw in the boot walking around today? How are you guys going into Miles?
Yeah, he's fine. It was just someone stepped on his foot yesterday. So yeah, he's good to go. Yeah.
Do you guys ever take into account of I know it's just rankings by people that aren't around the organization, but I noticed that Jackson State was still in the FCS rankings. Is that a place where you guys feel like you belong? Do you deserve to be?
It really doesn't matter to me. I just look at me. I mean, for us, we know our goal is to win the East and win the SWAC. So the rankings don't really matter. We have to beat the teams in the East and win the East. So if it was a situation where the rankings could get us somewhere, then I would focus on the rankings. Now, so for us, it's not really, if you play well and win, then those things naturally happen. I don't think we have to worry about trying to be ranked at a certain level. We have to worry about beating Miles College. All good?